So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. He's gone for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
At least a return pass. Now he's got space here. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Valverde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And he's in on goal. Mbappe is flagged offside.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Mbappe! Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
He's having a shot! They've done it! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And Batistuta! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Van Dijk. Fernandes. And it's Caicedo. And Robertson. Fernandes. No outsmarting him this time. It's a really well-measured ball. Anthony could try cutting inside here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Played into the... There's the header! Decent enough try. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seemed to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Caicedo. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe is onto this, looking to play him in. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tries to pass it through. He's through here. Oh, such a clever touch. And that has been clubbed away. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Van Dijk. Anthony could move up a gear here. And no, he's seen through all of that. Caicedo. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Barcelona needed that, they really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, super find. Now it's Fernandes. Van Dijk tries to clear and reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Caicedo. And that's a dangerous ball. Looking for the run. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 28, Souček. Number 8, Federico Valverde. Number 6, Fernandes. Coming on the field.
Can he latch on to this?
4,
And he's managed to get free.
Number 44.
And the ball's come loose here.
Number 30.
An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Sabitzer. Right card! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There will be 3
Well, the last
minutes
moments
added
now,
time.
Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Now it's Anthony. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams
Hello,
square up
everybody,
to
and
each other with
welcome to
fire in
today's
their
match.
eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than...
He's having a go! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, and again! Goal! And that's got him off to a flyer!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Sabitzer. Talisca.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Camavinga. Camavinga! It's a goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Now look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Rijkaard. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Van Dijk. And Puyol. Guardiola has created one goal already. And it's Van Dijk. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And Guardiola. Puyol. And Guardiola. And it's Camavinga. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no...
He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
A case now of complete control. Puyol. Rijkaard. And it's Van Dijk. And back to the keeper they go. Puyol.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we are already promptly back underway. Van Dijk. Koundé. Camavinga. That's a risky ball. Oh, what a mistake! He has found the way through. Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Applies the finish! Caicedo. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Tries a shot! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And yes, it's him again. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Koundé. Van Dijk. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
He's going to goal! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. It's become... This time, surely! It's run loose, and another try! And he hits the net! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
After 79
Some of those
minutes,
players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet. Well, their manager seems to have them all.
Oh, what a climb! No joy, but a decent try. Caicedo. Tomori. Saiz. Anthony. And he's had a hit! Keeper always had the measure of that.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
He gets big! He has done it! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the
Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's straight offside. Akanji. And time is up. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific, the other... It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by...
That is Stuta! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Chance! Oh, that is a terrific save! And this is Ronaldo. Dani Ceballos. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And here's Batistuta. He's going for goal! And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Ricci, pressing high and with purpose. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Van Dijk does well to get it back. Anthony. There's the shot! It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Sabitzer. Sabitzer. Oh, this is a very good run. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Ricci. Valverde. And it's Camavinga. And it's Ceballos. Camavinga has been caught there, it's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, maybe he thought they were already promoted, Peter. It's a silly card to pick up. Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Triol. And Koundé. Sabitzer does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Great vision. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Can he get on the end of this? Shot could... Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And they are cruising away. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen...
He's tried one! Sensational from Sabitzer! A finish of true class! Quite incredible. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
So we're just settling back into this second half. And he's managed to get... Chance for a shot! He's scored! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it!
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
After 50 minutes is...
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And this is Batistuta, and Batistuta! He scores! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's having a go! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Ricci. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Batistuta is being harried and hassled.
Oh, look, Pete.
Camavinga! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
We expected better, and so did he. Now it's real chance! He has done it! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Number 14.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Oh, he's enjoyed that, And Batistuta! Oh, glorious Bati goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest
After
order.
75 minutes is number 22.
How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Valverde!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He has found the way through. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. There's the... Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Hazard is flagged offside.
Substitutions taking place.
So it looks now very much a done deal, just waiting to seal it.
Well, it's pretty clear which team is on the way up. What a performance when we've seen so many teams just crumble in similar situations.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. That is a great pick out. Batistuta! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Ball's gone astray. And Batistuta! And yes, it's there! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Hazard. Oh, super ball. Decent chance! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. And that is as far as it goes. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square
Hello,
up to each
everybody,
other with
and
fire
welcome
in
to
their
today's
eyes.
match.
This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So, how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
And Batistuta! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Al Hilal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Chance for a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Now it's Batistuta. Hazard. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Anthony. Can he finish? Now who's going to be first to this? There's the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Al Hilal clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And he's had a hit! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Camavinga! Sensational from Camavinga! About as smooth as it gets. And they're at it again in double quick time. Ah, he's given it away. Takes a shot. And the keeper threw out a limb.
Batistuta probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And we have our very first corner. Van Dijk clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rijkaard. To Anthony. Has a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Van Dijk. Camavinga. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Anthony. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain...
And Batistuta! Relentless! Just relentless! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Van Dijk. Savitzer. Oh, this is a very... He's going for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Caicedo. And it's Camavinga. Oh, good spread. Batistuta being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
And here's Azar. He's gone for goal! Oh, it rattles the bar! And he's taking no chances there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him...
He's tried one! Oh, denied at the last.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Anthony. Batistuta! It's in! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Chance! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's good play. He's having a go! Oh, he's kicked it out. That's a great save.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Vardiol gets over and intercepts. Puyol. Hazard could try cutting inside here. And he lines up a cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Vardiol. Oh, shooting chance!
There will be 3
Keeper
minutes
always
added
had the
time.
measure of that. Bastoni. And Vardiol. And the number on the board is 3. And the referee brings it to a close. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for... Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is takes a shot! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football and more...
Chance! And yes, it's there! Two! And we've barely begun here. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
They've played it short. Very nicely done. And he's gone looking for safety. Diogo Dalot. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Ahmad. Here's Mathias Cunha. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. It's a really well-measured ball. Diallo has it in a wide position. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Vardiol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now that's well seen too. He's picked his way through. And the ball is out of play. Diogo Dalot. It's a promising position. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Vardiol. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Anthony looking for the run. And the finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Savitzer. And the shot! And it's half-time here. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. So we're just settling back into this second half. That's an excellent interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now there's a fine ball. Sabitzer, who has set up 2 goals. And that's really well manoeuvred. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Diogo Dalot. Now it's Batistuta. And he's found a way past. And this is Azar. It's Azar! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
De Ligt. Now Diallo. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And the shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Strong running down that left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for a shot, and he's following up. And it's in. Can he get it through? Diallo providing an outlet on that flank. Šeško! And the keeper threw out a limb. Koundé. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Dalot. Some resolute defending there. Tries to dink it through. And that has been cleared.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Batistuta. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And time is up. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a...
It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Vitinha has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play? Can he finish? Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Messi gets it clear. He's tried one! Oh, screamer! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. And Batistuta! Oh, that's a sharp enough swivel, struck first time.
Yeah, he's the sort that can make the most difficult look quite easy, but that definitely wasn't his very best.
This is their second corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A case now of complete control. Well, tries a shot! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Vitinha tries to pass it through. And the flag has stayed down. And the finish! He's got a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Vitinha. Vitinha! And the ball's come loose here. Can he stop it going out? Here comes the cross.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Valverde. Robertson. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Vitinha. Great chance! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And now he has two.
Number 4, Vitinha.
And it's Azar. Rijkaard. That has been slung wide. Oh, what a climb! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And the half-time whistle goes. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
And we are already promptly back underway. Sabitzer. He's going for goal! It's in! And that for him is goal number 10.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Knocks it out wide.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Good reason for optimism here. And it's going to be another corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Chance! And he hits the net. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
53 minutes is...
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Camavinga. And he's quick to snatch it back. That's a throw. Koundé. Vitinha being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Akanji, not the most convincing of passes. And it's Messi, nicely spread. Now it's Yamal, engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Sabitzer. He's in plenty of space here. A header! And that has faded wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Camavinga. Akanji works it forward. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Azar. Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. Oh, this is takes a shot! And again! Off the post! Anthony is onto this. Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style! Pomp panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Number 15.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 22.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Rijkaard. Now it's Vitinha. And no, that was never going to make it. So it looks now very much a done deal, just waiting to seal it.
Well, it's pretty clear which team is on the way up. What a performance when we've seen so many teams just crumble in similar situations.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Akanji. And it's Valverde. Messi.
6
Now it's
minutes
Mbappe.
has been indicated.
Distributed tidily. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Koundé. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and that will be it. A statement win on a crucial day, and now major tests await. Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and...
Shot, surely!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Hazard. And here's Batistuta. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Real chance! And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Now it's Szoboszlai, and he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say. Fernandez. Malaysia looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the stand.
He's having a go! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time. Now it's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hazard. Vardiol. Great run on the overlap here. Now there's a fine ball. There a great chance! There it is! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Vardiol spots it and intercepts. Sabitzer. Distributed tidily. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And this is Batistuta! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Elects to cross. Oh, smashing header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Camavinga. Fernandez. No, that's been intercepted. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. There's the shot! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe, but...
Up he goes! Trustmark comes to the rescue.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Soboslai. Tries to thread one through. He's in plenty of space here. Batistuta! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vardiol, who's set up one goal so far. Soboslai picks it up out wide. Nice control. Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. There will be a throw-in. And here's Soboslai, and he's whipped it across. Fofana is there, and he can get that clear. Terrific header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Nicely spread. Sabitzer. Sabitzer! Oh, taken with style. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to...
Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Cleared without hesitation. Throw in. This is... He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A finish of great intelligence. Oh, they could be caught out here. Koundé. Sabitzer. Now it's Hazard. Shooting chance! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Substitution.
So here comes a substitution.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is as far as it goes. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours,